The best or worst episode yet we've had of the Am I Doing It Right pod. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Welcome.
Guess who's back? Back again.
We tried recording this episode 4 times daily because this episode is actually, this week's release is Tuesday morning instead of Monday because usually we record Sundays and release Monday. Massive technical difficulties, but I did find out those technical difficulties and there are some things that I hope we've overcome. We'll see what happens.
It'll be fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's going to be okay.
Here's the thing. It was a holiday. We were a dumpster fire. It's okay.
We actually weren't a dumpster fire. It was just the equipment. It was just the laptop that we're recording on as a dumpster fire.
It wasn't meant to be. But that's okay.
Wasn't meant to be. Wasn't me.
It's going to be a great show today, so buckle up.
Oh, I love the enthusiasm there. Let's go. She said it's going to be a great show today. Let's go. More sound effects. Hold on, kid.
I hope everybody can feel my eye roll with all of those sound effects.
Oh, sorry, not sorry. So it's weird us kind of talking on a Monday. Like we both had to go to work. So how was your work? How was your day today at work, my love?
It was good. It was good. You know, nothing new and exciting. Just another day in paradise.
Just more uniting.
Yeah. Everybody around.
Fair enough. Hey, I one day into the new month, got my first car sale.
Yeah, you did. Okay. All right. You're done.
Sorry.
D-U-N done.
It's cool. I had to stay late. I was there from 8:45 this morning
there late.
Until 8 o'clock tonight. It was a long day.
Can we talk about the fine ass meal that your wife had on the table ready for you when you got home?
You said meal. It sounded like you said mail. It sounded like you said fine ass mail your wife had on the table. And I'm like, what kind of kinky stuff are you talking about? Oh, let's see. How do I best describe the meal you had? Because you know what? Shout out to a good wife who has a hot meal. I don't give a rat's behind what the meal is. The fact that a meal was prepped for me when I got home was actually very much appreciated. That meal happened to be an Aldi's frozen pizza. Let's go.
Oh, my God. Okay, you've reached your quota with the sound effects. All right.
Such thing.
We're done.
And if you're watching on YouTube, you notice we have a new background. Now I actually have to reach further to get to the sound effects. Worth it, though.
No.
It's worth the stretch.
You're going to, pull a muscle, probably. Break a hip.
How hilarious would that be if I pulled a muscle? Doctor, what happened? I had to reach for my sound effect button.
Reach for my round of applause.
Yeah, reach for my air horn. Anyway, hey, did you remember, today, so the night that we were recording, this is the night of April 1st. Did you remember to say rabbit, rabbit to start your month?
I didn't.
You know what? I remembered and chose not to.
Why?
Because you know what? I double rabbited in February and in March. And both those months kind of stunk, to be honest with you.
All right, well.
Didn't like them at all. So I said, I'm not doing this month. Because clearly it doesn't work. I might be abandoning the rabbit, rabbit train.
I think, okay, but think about it. I feel like there's a lot of unpack there. If we're just going through a rough time, honey, but we have this podcast, we're doing great.
Oh, I know. Look, there's a lot to be happy about personally in our lives, just speaking on ours. I mean, we are at one of the absolute coolest times in parenthood. Our daughter Chandler is 18 months old.
She can say her name now. She did that this weekend. That was pretty cool.
On Easter Sunday, you were just like, Chandler, and she's like, Chandler. And we're like, we both heard it and went,
and looked at each other like, ugh. It was really cool.
I know. We were both like, yeah, attaboy, good job, girl.
Okay. Oh, stop. All right.
Yeah.
No. But it's so, I mean, well, I'll be interested to see.
I'm excited for later this week. Wednesday, you are taking her, you and I together for the first time, are taking her to gymnastics class. Let's go.
I know.
I reached for the sound effects button just to mess with you.
Don't do it. I think it'll be interesting to watch you do it, and I'm excited to watch it.
No. So here's what's going to happen. Since you are the more experienced parent at the gymnastic, like walking along with her in gymnastics, and I am the better videographer, I think it's only fair that I will take video of the two of you doing it together.
You're doing it.
Why am I doing it?
Because you need to experience it with her.
I am also the most athletic of the two of us. That's
Honey,
a good point.
you're right. You're right. You're
I take
just
like
so
15,000 steps a day on that car lot.
I know you do.
My legs are looking
Let's
great.
talk
My
about
calves
that.
look fantastic.
So we have a pact in our family.
This is my favorite pact ever.
I shouldn't say in our family. Like, we really didn't write vows, but in our marriage.
In our marriage, yeah.
So we didn't write vows, but we did make each other a promise. Because we're never going to, bat out of our league here. We're either going to get fit together or fat together. So with you walking on the car lot all day and getting all these steps in, like you're getting like some calf muscles. You're getting a little bit of a butt. You've never had a butt before.
I've never had a butt in my life. I'm a very skinny human.
You are. And you're like your pants are starting not to fit. And I'm just like, sir.
I've lost inches.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So we need to work on that. Go eat a cupcake. I had 3 today at work.
I'm losing inches on my waistline.
Michael, David,
Yeah.
our family listens to this.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Here, family, mute this. I'm losing winches on my waistline.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so
I wear these shorts that I wore when I played golf. I played golf all last summer. Like I had a golf endorsement with the radio station. I played golf for free all summer. It was awesome. And I had 4 sets of golf shorts, and they all fit perfectly. And I put them on this year for the first time as the weather starts to warm up. And when I tell you that there's a huge difference.
You have like a Jared from Subway moment.
Don't say that because he.
Oh, I forgot about that. Ooh, it's a rough day. Okay.
If you tell anybody they had a Jared from Subway moment, that means they might be on their way to prison to have things done to them that I'd rather not have done to me.
Let's not talk about that. But what I'm saying, like losing all the weight.
Yeah.
Is what I was getting at.
Like I'm talking, I could take my thumb to my waistband, pull the shorts out, and they would go out several inches. I had no idea, but I will tell you this. I saw social media memories, right? You see the memories pop up, you see. I had seen a video that was shared from probably 14 months ago. And I watched that video, and when I tell you that I looked, and it was a side video of me in the radio studio, and I was wearing my golf gear, and I had a what is it called? Oh, a Dunlap.
An excuse me?
I had a Dunlap.
What is a Dunlap?
That's where your belly Dunlap right over your belt buckle. There is what that is. And I had I had never had a belly. Like I never really had like a beer gut dad bod thing in my life. And I noticed there was this video from me when I was in the radio studio from last year where all kidding aside, there was a belly there, and I kind of looked. It was the first time I've been blessed with great metabolism. I will not lie about that. I'm very grateful for the metabolism. Shout out, Dad. Appreciate you. And when I tell you that I saw this side view of me that no one really ever looks at themselves from the side that often. I saw it, I'm like, ugh. And then I see, so then I went upstairs now that I've been walking car lots for 8 months, and I looked at the side again, and I'm like, oh, okay, I feel like I'm back to normal now. So I'm actually pretty fired up. I'm telling you, Katie, I will respect the get fit together, get fat together. I'm saying if you took Chandler and just took her for a 1 mile walk around this little loop in our neighborhood, every night, every afternoon, every evening, whatever, it's enjoyable, it's nice, and all of a sudden everything just starts looking better. All I'm doing is walking. I still eat like crap.
Honey, but here's the thing. Men's metabolism and women's metabolism are drastically different. So just by you walking, you're shedding the weight, right?
Mm-hmm, sure.
It's not going to be the same like that for me.
So, okay, I'll acknowledge that if you acknowledge this. I take 15,000 steps a day. You said you ate 3 cupcakes. So I'm saying, so that has a play in it too.
I mean, you're not wrong. I didn't say that. What I am saying is that
I'm saying walking wouldn't hurt.
I just want you to go back to your mentality of exercise is stupid. Just jump back on the bandwagon.
It is. I hate doing it. I have to for work. I can't help it. Like I have to walk. Otherwise I don't bring home the bacon.
I have a standing desk. I stand for like an hour each day. What more do you want from me?
To take our daughter for a walk, because she is a riot to take in the stroller. She is fun.
Yeah.
And she like laughs and points at everything.
Fall asleep though.
Keep her awake. All I do, I tilt the stroller back. She does wheelies and everything. It's a blast.
All right, we'll work on it.
Take her for a walk. It's so much fun. You'll have so much fun. I promise.
Since we're bickering about this, can we talk about us bickering over the Easter holiday?
Yeah, and I kind of got to take the L on this one. I apologize. Well, you and I are long past it and over right now because we have a super healthy marriage, and I'm proud of us always. Easter weekend, kind of a struggle. Actually, you know what? I'm going to kind of fast. This is almost kind of a blessing since we are had to record this a day later. So let me fast forward to this. I talked to my former partner in crime, Jenny Matthews, on the phone today.
Yeah, how's she doing?
And she's doing wonderful. She was waiting in car line to pick up her kids. And we had a wonderful conversation. And I had told her, and I said, listen, I'm in now. I've gone from my life being surrounded completely by women, mainly you, her, Chandler, my mom, your mom, heck, even Jenny's mom I become friends with. My life was surrounded by women. I didn't have any dude friends.
Yeah.
To now being in the car industry, which is heavily male dominated, still a lot more guys sell cars. Right. And so it's kind of changed me a little bit. I'm not quite as open as I used to be. But I called her today and I said, hey, I was reaching out because she's always been so open. I mean, you listen to us on the radio, you know how open she is about her mental health struggles. And I'm grateful that I've really never had mental health struggles, mental health issues before. I've always been a pretty happy-go-lucky guy. But I'll tell you, it's been 8 months since I haven't been behind a microphone. And then I realize it's a cool job and all that. But beyond that, I realize that this is what I have trained for since I was 19 years old. I broke into the industry. I'm 2 weeks away from being 38 now. That's half a lifetime of building this career, of this really awesome career of sitting behind a microphone. And now not having done it for 8 months, which is the longest stretch I've ever gone not doing it, I'm actually really starting to feel depressed for the first time. Yeah. And I don't know, maybe I should be embarrassed about opening up about this in the podcast, but I'm really not. I've been really, really depressed the last 2 weeks. So I just reached out to, and I've talked to you about it kind of behind the scenes as well, but I just reached out to her and I gave her a call today and I just said, hey, listen, as someone who's gone through depression, I want to let you know that I'm really going through it right now. Do you have any tips? And we talked about different things, and she's but mainly I think it's one of those things, just not being afraid to talk to somebody about it. I'm lucky enough to where I know I have a really healthy personal life. My personal life is great. It's just my professional life is not where I'd like it to be right now, and I'm sure everybody goes through that. And so it's just a little. It's a little depressing, and I've caught myself feeling that way a couple of times. So I say all that to say this. Saturday, one of the downfalls of working, of selling vehicles is you have to work every Saturday. It's a popular day. Everyone gets deals, It's just part of it. It's good because usually everyone gets a deal on Saturday because a lot of people are buying cars on Saturday. So Saturday morning I woke up and I was feeling depressed about just having to go in and, I knew it was going to be a whole day thing, work 9 to 6. And if not 6 o'clock, it's usually later than that if you get a late deal come in. And of course you want to get that deal, get that bonus check. It's all part of it. And I was just kind of really depressed thinking about it. Went in, had a decent day, came home, was just exhausted, ready to just chill out. We chill out. And then I look at you and say, I'm ready to go to bed. And you're like, yeah, me too. And so we go upstairs. And then all of a sudden, this is Easter Eve, right? So, you correctly point out that we hadn't
made the final arrangements with the bunny.
Right. We hadn't sent that confirmation email with the Easter bunny. Hey, be here at this time. Chandler should be asleep. You'll be safe to hop around, go crazy, do what you got to do, hide those eggs. And for whatever it was, it's like the straw that broke the camel's back. I was just so combination of depressed and tired that I was just like, I don't care if we confirm this email with the Easter bunny. And you looked at me, you're like, go to bed, you grumpy old fart. And you know what I did? I was like, I don't care, fine. I actually went to bed, but then and I was just, man, I was pissed off. And I was really pissed off at a really small little thing, but it was just that thing that broke the camel's back. So shout out to Katie, who I won't even play the sound effect of applause here out of respect for you.
God bless you.
You kind of did all the final confirming with the Easter bunny, and it was cool because I actually was the first one awake the next morning because I went to bed earlier than you, so I woke up earlier the next day, and it was cool because actually walking down the stairs, I found the first hidden Easter egg, and obviously I didn't touch it. It was Chandler's to find, not mine, but I happened to see it, and I was like, and I kind of instantly regret it. And then when you woke up, I just came up, I gave you a hug. I said, I'm so sorry. And God, guys, you know what? Anybody, find yourself a spouse who understands you and make sure you're both not burnt out at the same time, because you were able to just kind of patiently, you were very understanding of what I was going through, and you knew that it wasn't like me to be like that. I had a moment. And God, I'm so grateful for that.
Right.
And find you a spouse who understands you, and that even when they snap unnecessarily, unfairly at you, you can just say, hey, I know that overall you're a good human, which I think is how hopefully how you feel about me. Just had a bad moment is all. So I'm grateful for you.
No,
So
I
thank
know.
you for
I know
having
you-
my back, even when I was being a butthole.
Well, yeah, but you're my butthole. Sorry. You're writing that one down.
Yeah, I'm going to make a note for that for our YouTube Shorts page. I have no idea how "you're my butthole" is a weird note. I didn't think I'd type into my phone today.
But what I'm trying to say is, like we understand. Like, you're in a funk. I get it. I understand this. We're going. We talked about it earlier. We're going through this interesting time in our life where we're just kind of like figuring it out, taking it day by day, and you're stepping up. You're not letting it keep you down. So I want you to give yourself more credit and more grace than you're giving yourself.
I can't.
Why?
So I'm a guy.
Oh.
It's never enough. And I say that in a joking term, but I will say that you don't fully understand because you can't, because the same thing is there's certain things I'll never understand about being a female. There are things you'll never understand about being a male, but
I understand.
Men don't give themselves grace.
I don't disagree with you. And here's the thing. I'm actually the worst person of giving myself grace. That's why I went to therapy. Love therapy. Try it sometime.
No, I'll never try therapy. Shout out to everyone who does it. And I hope I'm not contributing to like a negative stigma. That's not my goal. I'm telling you, it's not for me.
And that's fair.
Because they say like I like that therapy is a more open thing that everyone does now. Mm-hmm. Respect that. I think it's super healthy for everybody. I'm telling you that I know myself well enough to telling a stranger about my problems won't do squat for me. I'll feel like I'm wasting my time.
Well, I think you have different creative outlets, so I get that. I think you also will take. Like for me, having that third party just to kind of let it all out and let somebody help me deal with like coping mechanisms. I think it's more so my issue was what prompted me to go is that I found myself not just being and not in a great headspace, and also being to the point where like I didn't feel like I was present. This is way before Chandler. This was way before but I found a really great counselor, therapist. She just helped me really get through some stuff, just help navigate just some tough times, and like how to kind of bring myself back to the present and bring myself back, being like, you're okay, give yourself grace. Oh, and I would cry through the entire time.
You are a crybaby.
Oh, I'm a huge crybaby. So, but I think the way you cope with things like this is you need this creative outlet, right? For this, you need to do what makes you happy. So this is kind of how I don't know, but I'm proud of you for sharing. Like, I really am. I'm proud of you for multiple aspects.
How proud are you of me for sharing?
Don't you do it. Don't you dare.
Do you think I deserve a round of applause?
No, I don't think you do. Take it back.
Right, great job, me. Katie, this makes me feel better. This puts me in a positive headspace. Oh, thank you.
I know.
Love that product.
Okay. Anyway. But I guess, but when we were bickering, like I wholeheartedly know when to say, honey, you're done. Just go to bed. I don't want to argue with you. And I think what was driving me nuts, because I think both of our feelings are valid, is like, I was like, fine, I get it. I don't care. Just go to bed. I validate you. And you're like, that's fine. I just need to be validated. And to be honest, I didn't give a shit about your validation. I just wanted you to get on my face.
You should care about my validation.
I do.
Because
but
we were
just
arguing.
Not at that time. Where I just wanted to go to bed too. And you were just bickering just to bicker because you were mad.
No, I felt I was right on certain points because I had pointed out the timing of it. I'm like, I wish you would have told me that before we had just sat down and got into total chill mode after a very long day. And granted, what I failed to realize is that it's not like you did it on purpose. You forgot. Yeah. I forgot. We both forgot. But it just really irritated me that we both forgot. Even though I unfairly took that out on you, and I didn't mean to. I was just at the end of my rope. It's all good.
Well, and I think it all worked out. We all had a great day. I think the holidays are tough on everybody too.
Fast forward to Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
Here I am because hey, even though it's Easter, chores still got to be done. And I'm out cutting the grass, and the old USPS van pulls up with a special package just for Chandler.
Just for Chandler.
And this package was everything.
So we've reached a major milestone in our house. You know, we're just kind of taking the first baby steps, no pun intended.
Absolutely pun intended.
Okay. But we have a potty.
Like a little baby potty.
A little baby potty.
Yeah.
So I took her to the doctor, not this past week, but the week before last. And she, you know, she's just been like, she's been a lot more vocal about things. You know, I think she's just becoming a lot more aware of her surroundings, like to the point where like she knows in the bathroom, like what a toilet is and like what a potty is. I mean,
like an adult toilet?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like we also have this 100 words book, and like a couple nights before I took her to the doctor, like I was going through it and I pointed to like, I'll point to them and see if she knows them. And I pointed to the little kid's potty and she was like, potty. And I'm like,
how did you know that?
That's exactly what I was like, how do you know that? You know? And so I asked the doctor, I'm like, so when's like the time to do it? Right. Because I mean, you can Google things, but you kind of just have to like gauge their feel to see if they're ready and things. And he's like, you know, just if she's saying it and she's, you know, she doesn't associate going to the bathroom and using the potty, right? She just knows the room. She knows the toilet. So he's like, just get her one. Let her sit on it while you're in there. Just like, you know, so get her used to it. Get her accustomed to her world. So I don't think it's like going to happen. Like, don't get your hopes up, honey. Like we're still in the long haul of diapers for a while.
Yeah, we're a long way away, but it's nice to know that we are at least towards. We can start to see the light of the end of the tunnel where no one in our house craps their pants. It's a nice place to be.
Yes. So we're going to be potty training in the near future. I would say within the next couple of years. I think it's just the next couple of years, probably within the year. Yeah. I would say.
Any tips, anything that worked for you that helped your child become potty trained faster? Sorry, I worked 11 hours.
It's late. It's after dark.
It's not even that it's late. It's just that it was a long work day today.
And it's a Monday.
It's a Monday, right? So I apologize.
It's a dreary day.
I apologize for yawning in the middle of the podcast. But I want to move on to like kind of a random happier note.
Yeah.
We were talking about one of the things I bring up a lot on. I don't know if I brought it up on the podcast. I bring it up to you a lot. Is that I am Katie.
Michael.
As of the date of this recording, April Fool's Day 2024.
No jokes.
I am 2 years and 2 weeks away from 40 years of age.
I'm going to trade you in for a younger model.
I don't blame you. Although I will say a lot of people today still say I look like I'm closer to like nearly 30, not 40.
Yeah.
So shout out to me for looking very handsome.
I mean, we've definitely reached that point where
I am. Look at this. People watching on YouTube, the women are swarming to our YouTube channel right now to see how handsome I look.
Are they?
No. But I think they are. Could you just let me have that fantasy?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. I appreciate you for saying that.
Hey, I validate you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. So we got to talking about one of the things I'd really love to do from a 40th, and if not earlier, is I've always wanted. You and I have never crossed the Atlantic Ocean. Neither one of us have.
Right.
I am dying to go to the land of your ancestors. Mm-hmm. I've been dying to go to Italy.
I would love to go to Italy too.
And I want to do it. I want to do it even before 40, if possible.
I want to go to Italy. I want to go. There's a laundry list of places in all reality I want to go. But if you had to ask me for top 5, Italy, London, Greece, Paris.
That's 4.
I know. What was the other one? I said Ireland.
Somalia.
No.
Where the pirates are.
No.
Great Pyramids of Egypt.
No.
Australia.
I'd go to Australia.
Okay, but that's clearly not what you're thinking of.
I don't know what I'm thinking of.
Canada. Watch a hockey game.
No.
South America. Antarctica.
No.
There are people who are down for that Antarctica trip. They just want to go like where it's just so desolate. There's just nothing there, and people love it.
Ew, no.
I mean, it's kind of weirdos, but it's just saying there are people who
cold. Ew. Maybe Bali.
Ooh, not bad. Yeah, for me, my 2 biggest things are definitely England. I'd like to rent a car and kind of drive through England, like because the whole country of England's about the size of the state of Missouri. You can drive from like the top to the bottom of it in like 4 hours. It's like 250 miles.
We go see the Queen or the King.
Probably not the king. He's probably like dead or about to be.
No.
Tell you what, between King Charles and Joe Biden, we got some old ass world
All right.
leaders.
I'm just
That's
saying.
not even anything like policies, Republicans, Democrats, anything. I'm just saying there's some old farts at the head of the table. Kind of get out of the way for some of the younger people. That's
Well,
all
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
a big fan of King Charles. I love the royal family. Like,
Is King Charles the one who cheated on Princess Di?
yes.
Yeah, he's a scumbag. I don't like that guy. Yeah, he sucks. Who's next in line? Harry, William?
William.
William, and he's the one that married Kate Middleton.
Yes.
But we don't know where Kate Middleton is.
No, they found her.
They say they found her, but then
No,
they found
they
some
did.
other footage that they could have AI'd.
No, honey, pay attention. She had surgery. It was an abdominal surgery. They found out she had cancer, and now everybody's real like feeling real bad because they're like, "Where's Kate? Where's Kate?" And she was just trying to recover privately, and she's doing preventative chemotherapy now. And she just wanted to keep it private for her little family, which I can respect.
Sure, but
Like,
you're
leave
also
the poor woman alone.
Yeah, but you know, I agree with 100% with what you're saying. Just to play devil's advocate for the sake of the podcast, I will say when you marry into the royal family, you know that privacy is no longer an option for you.
You're not wrong, but you know, I think you're still entitled to something. You just have to.
You're not.
You have to spin it the correct way.
That's true.
But so this is my theory. I would love if honey, love you, mean it.
Okay.
But if I could marry into the royal family, I would want to be like 7th or 8th in line,
Sure.
because that way you're like just famous enough to like be on the payroll, like close enough to in the line of succession that you're still like on that royal payroll, like on the senior.
Good place to be.
Yeah. But you could still probably, you know, walk down the street in your leggings and nobody would bother you.
Where's Meghan Markle on that list? Like, because obviously she can't do it because of her American celebritism. But like how, or I guess it's not really Meghan Markle. It's the other. What's the redheaded one?
Harry.
Harry, is that who that is? Okay, I get Harry and the William confused. I get those two confused.
So William is next, I believe.
Because Harry's out, right? They kicked him out of the line. He's not even
I don't think
family
they
anymore.
kicked him out. No,
He can't go to
he's
Christmas.
He's off the payroll. No,
He doesn't go to
goes Christmas.
Easter.
He can go.
Family reunions
Stop.
not allowed.
Stop. No, I think one of William's kids is after William. It has to be George, and then it's Charlotte.
I'm not even tired. This conversation supports the crap.
It's fascinating.
It's not real. It
is.
Oh,
It
they
is. Okay,
suck.
so anyway, going back to travel, can I tell you what my main concern about traveling with you is?
Farting on the airplane.
That too. But the fact of you...
Let out a silent but deadly.
Definitely. But...
First ass.
Oh my God, can you just shut up?
First ass.
Stop it. No. So the main thing when you travel, like you want to experience, oh my God, can you just shut up already? A one beer wonder, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm hilarious.
Okay.
First ass.
Moving on. Stop. Are you done now?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing some turbulence. Nope, it's just that ass, though.
I'm done. I'm so done with you.
All right, your main concern about
My
traveling
main concern-
is I would be a psycho because I'm that classic get to the airport 5 hours early dad.
Well, there's that. And actually, I have a fun story with that one. But the fact of the matter is you... Like so many things, like when you go to these other countries, you have to learn about their culture, right? Like a lot of what their culture has to do with is food.
Soccer.
No, God, just shut up. And you are such a picky eater.
So,
Like you're going to starve.
here's why you're wrong.
Like we're not going to
Nope.
a foreign McDonald's and
Nope.
calling that culture.
Nope. Here's why you're wrong.
Tell me.
Let me speak because you're going to be proud of this. I was a picky eater. You have done a masterful job of bringing me out of my comfort zone. I think this was a fun little argument for you to say just because you like busting my balls. I think this is a really fun argument that you would have had 5 years ago. I don't think this is an argument you can make anymore because now what would happen, no matter where we go, except like Asia, right? Like China, Japan. I'm staying the hell away from all that nasty. You want to eat like live wiggly squid.
I do it.
You're disgusting.
I do it.
I'm right. You're wrong on that. You're gross for that. But that being said, what I would do, like if we went to an English pub or, Italian, I'd have no problem with. But let's say Paris. Let's say French cuisine. Ooh, right? Keep me away from the escargot. But
Escargot is so good. It is so good. I love it.
You see can you believe that? Like, I kiss this woman, she eats raw snails.
No, okay,
Disgusting.
first off, escargot is not raw.
Whatever. No one cares.
That is,
the point
it's
is,
not raw. It's cooked in butter.
what I would do,
Paula Deen practically does it.
what I would do is I would get the menu, look at things, and I would lean on you because you're a wonderful wife. And I would say, babe, what am I going to like here? And you would give me like 2 or 3 options. And I'd say, all right, cool. And I would pick one and I would probably love it. And I say, Katie, high five. Appreciate you. That's what would happen.
All right, I'll take it.
So let's retract that. So you starve, you don't try anything. That was old
I didn't
me.
say you didn't try anything.
You have refined me into the ultimate, probably perfect husband.
Well, I'll take that. Well, I think that's because I remember this very, like, so clear, is when we went to, and we had our wedding rehearsal, or not our wedding rehearsal, like our tasting for the wedding menu.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
And I looked you in the eye, and I was looking at the things we chose, and my mom, and my grandma, and I think your mom came with us too. My grandma got drunk off of one chocolate martini. It was great. But I remember, and I just looked at you, I'm like, you are going to try everything. Just take a bite. And if you don't like it, you never got to eat it again. And I remember walking out of there with you, and you're like, top 3 things. And you're like, yeah. And you're like, the grilled cheese sliders or shooters. We had grilled cheese shooters. So it was a little thing of tomato, like a shock of tomato juice.
Imagine White Castle burgers, but like even a quarter of the size of that. And instead of White Castle burgers, they're little things of grilled cheese with tomato soup dipping sauce.
In a shot glass. It was delicious. The filet sliders, which I knew you would love.
Of course.
And then we had this like deconstructed tuna fish.
Oh, I forgot about the tuna.
But it was like a raw tuna, and basically they like just took like what a tuna salad would be and deconstructed it. So it was just like raw tuna, and then this is and this and whatever they would put in it, but they just didn't mix it all together. They just
Did I like that?
Yeah. And I was so shocked.
Yeah, if it's prepared properly, I'm here for it. You know what I remember about our wedding cuisine is that I was so impressed by the vegetarian dinner option.
Oh,
remember
it was
that?
so good. I had both.
Yeah. So I ended up picking the chicken because right, gotta get my chicken. But when I tell you that I was real close, to picking that vegetarian option. I was like, I mean, I had to really think about it. Never in my life did I think I would pick a vegetarian option over a chicken option.
Right.
But I came close that day.
Well, and I got just because what it was so we got married in Chocolate Factory. Bissinger's Chocolate Factory in St. Louis. If you're ever around, go check it out. It is it's a beautiful space. I think we both walked in there and we're like, yep, this is where it's got to go down.
No, you did that. And then I remember seeing a bill and I was like, whoa, that's an expensive that's an expensive spot for a wedding. And you look back at me and said, babe, that's not what we owe. That's not the price. That's just the down payment.
Yeah. It was I
didn't foot the bill. So
okay.
I appreciate it. That was crazy.
I know. But it just set the standard for the wedding.
What a memorable... I'll never forget that night. Our wedding was the best.
It was. But the cool thing was all the food was like had some sort of chocolate element in it. Even like the entrees. So the vegetarian was like some sort of tortellini, like mushroom tortellini with chocolate, like was infused into the sauce. It was so good. And then the chicken was delicious. But I think we got a little thing and we split it. I remember that.
Yeah, and it's that even you saying that now sounds disgusting.
It was so good though.
But I know that it's good. All right. I apologize. I'm yawning like crazy too. So there's one more thing I did want to let everyone know about because it's hilarious. So as we're recording this, it's tomorrow morning. Okay, so tonight is April Fool's Night 2024. Mm-hmm. I'm waking up in the morning. Is that when this episode is out, I will probably be at the voting booth because Kansas City, Jackson County got a big vote tomorrow.
They sure do.
It's the big stadium vote. Can I share with you some of the hilarious junk mail that we've received?
It's been intense this weekend.
It's hilarious. And there's like all these vote no rallies, but all these vote yes, like mail outs and things.
Right. And we had someone come to our door.
Door to door people. We got these 4 pieces of mail in one day. It was hilarious. One of them was pretty normal. It was like the last 8 cities that have voted no on stadium funding have lost their teams. And then the next one was like, the Kansas State Chiefs, it could be coming soon. Here's how Kansas is vying to steal the Chiefs from us. And it's getting, but my favorite one comes in at the very end. It's the last one they show. And the last one they show says something along the lines of, don't let the radical left take the Chiefs from us.
I know. So,
Katie, did you? We laughed out loud at that piece of
did.
email. Like that's not a left-right thing. That's a sports versus non-sports people thing.
So can I actually? Do you want to know? What actually just popped into my mind as you were, and this I swear to God, first time me thinking of it. No, not the radical, about the Kansas State Chiefs.
Oh, the Kansas State Chiefs.
Do you know? As dumb as this sounds, like, to be honest, I could care less either way.
Yeah, it's 3/8 of 1 cent of a tax. It's
I
already
don't care.
And it's a tax that we're already paying.
Right. Well, no, just from the standpoint of I don't care where these teams are.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I don't go to enough Chiefs games. I don't go to enough Royals games to feel like I have
Nobody does. That's why they need to move downtown.
Well, okay, and I would think it would be cool to go downtown to a downtown stadium for the Royals, but if the Chiefs were to move to Kansas, do you know how much of a commute that would free up for me?
Oh, because your drive is from downtown to Lee's Summit. But no, the Chiefs usually play on weekends, though. That really doesn't affect your commute.
It sometimes it does.
Like once a year, it affects your commute.
I'm just saying.
Fair. Yeah, you can say.
Just that's what popped into my mind. Like that's where my head is at on this whole thing.
Right.
Probably unpopular opinion, but I don't care either way.
A lot of people don't care. I guarantee you that's not an unpopular opinion. I can't wait. And listen, I've been super open and honest about it from my time on the radio till now on this podcast. I've always said I'm absolutely voting yes. I love downtown ballparks. I think 38 cents out of every $100 spent, and only on like retail purchases, not like on your
Income tax, or things
personal
like that.
property. It's just when you spend. It's 38 cents for every $100 you spend.
Honestly, for everything they take out of our income taxes, especially for the county, I think it would be better spent on a ballpark. And if they versus, but we're not getting into the politics of
For
it,
sure.
but
By
you know
the
what I'm
way,
saying.
there's somebody running for Missouri governor that says day one, the first thing he would do would eliminate personal property taxes.
Vote him in.
Vote.
Let's go.
That's our
Sign him
guy.
up. That's my guy.
You think he'll come on the podcast?
I hope so.
Hilarious.
Have him come down to our basement.
Let's go. Yeah, come on out for our basement podcast, dude. We really appreciate having you on. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, that wraps it up. Hey, one day late, but still feeling great.
Hey.
Let's go.
What is it? What do they say? Day late, $1. I don't know what it is.
Oh, a day late and $1 short. Look how I have to reach.
Oh yeah, you probably should just stop.
I gotta get the music going. I gotta keep the music going.
I mean, we can go to bed now.
Hey, shout out to our technicals for not being as difficult today, too. We appreciate when technical difficulties aren't so difficult. Talk to you next week. Peace.
Bye.